Motivating a team can be difficult, especially when you're not a manager. Today we're going to talk about what it takes for a product manager to get a team excited about the work that they're doing every single day. As a PM, you try to internalize everything that's going wrong when it's going wrong, because there's always stuff going wrong. But you can't show that or act disheveled or like, oh, I don't know what's going on. You need to exude confidence to the team. You don't want to be fake about it, but you need to help them understand that we're heading in the right direction. And so a slight sense of humor can go a long way, and bringing light to certain situations, even when they're tough, can actually get a team feeling better and motivated when it's required. But you need to convince them that you're driving them and pushing them in a direction that's meaningful to the customer and to them personally. Like, how do you get them motivated to work on a thing that's your idea or partially your idea with their help when you're not their manager? You have no authority, but you need to influence them. And so it takes a very specific type of personality to be able to do that. The core of it is, are you able to problem solve when you're surrounded with a very ambiguous situation? Because it's never perfect. And so being able to figure out the right things and pieces of information you need and feeling confident that you can make a call without perfect data is one thing. I think being a very clear communicator, oftentimes we're trying to pull together very complex things and explain those to very different audiences, especially a company like ours, which the product kind of is the business, right? And everything kind of revolves around that. If you can't communicate why you're doing what you're doing to a sales team, if you can't get in the weeds with the support team, if you can't motivate your junior engineers to understand that they have a massive opportunity to grow in their career and build something meaningful, if you can't get up in front of the CEO and tell them, well, they're wrong and you're right because you've been living this problem day in, day out for the last 6 months, if you can't communicate to all those levels, it's going to be really hard to be successful. I think the last core thing is just empathy, understanding that everyone's going to have very different opinions and being accepting of those, but knowing when it's the right time to say, no, I'm going to make a decision on this, or, you know what, I trust you to make a decision on this, go for it. People often ask, like, do you need an engineering background? Do you need to go to business school? Like, no, the answer is no for any of that. Like, I think the rest of the stuff you can be taught for the most part. But I think as long as you're willing to learn and have those 3 core things, I think you're good.
Absolutely everything in product management is about having a hypothesis and either proving or disproving that hypothesis.